of Ogun State.
Yes, I was.
You were the GOC in Jos.
I was.
Thereafter, you became the Chief of Defense Staff.
Not thereafter. I was Director of Research and Development.
Before you became Chief of...
Before I became the Commandant of the National War College.
And then...
Then I became the Chief of Defense Staff.
As at the time of the administration of Chief Ernest Shonekon, you are the defense, Chief of Defense Staff.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you. Will I be right to say that you can be described as a patriot who has contributed a lot to the benefit of this country? Will I be?
I don't know where you are landing.
Repeat the question, please. Let's question.
I said, will I be correct if I say that you've contributed a lot to the development of this country in your own way?
With all due respect, I will say yes.
As at the time the General Abacha's regime was to come into being, you played a very, very strategic role in trying to make the administration to gain credibility. Am I right?
I did, my lord.
Both among the military, the senior echelon, and the middle cadre, to convince them to accept the leadership of General Abacha. Am I right?
Including the diplomatic...
Including the diplomatic corps and the traditional rulers. Am I right?
Yes, my lord.
Thank you very much. Now, in 1994, when the Constitutional Conference was to go on, with respect, sir, your own ethnic group, that is the Yoruba nation, did not want to attend or contest in the election. Am I right?
Yes, my lord.
You were the one that was sent out by the administration to go for troubleshooting in the West so as to get these people to contest for the election.
Yes, my lord.
And you succeeded in that assignment?
Partially.
Partially. Now, as at 1995, when the coup came up, let me say the Obasanjo coup or the Yar'Adua coup, you made us to believe that within you did not believe it was a coup. Is that right?
Yes, my lord.
And that you told some of your confidants, you did mention Kumasi, that you confided in them as regards the position of that coup, or alleged coup.
Yes, my lord.
As a member of the PLC, from 1993 to 1997, which is a period that spanned over 1995, did you make any of these observations known to the PLC members?
If you talk of PRC members as a body.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of collective responsibility.
Yes.
What I'm trying to say is this. You were present when they came with the judgments and everything which are supposed to be ratified.
Yes, my lord.
What I'm saying is, if you were present and you've used your person for that long to work enviably for the benefit of that administration, why didn't you move out to the echelon of the military, top echelon, the middle cadre, the traditional rulers, and plead for the so-called convicts?
Plead
To
for...
plead on their behalf. Yes, I'm talking of the incumbent president. And yeah, I do.
You mean I should do that with all these things that you have heard that
No, I'm asking my own question.
That would be very risky to my life.
To your life.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Now, as the Chief of General Staff, we believe your responsibility solely is to the CNC. Is it possible that if you want to move out of the seat of power, travel out of Abuja, who do you take permission from?
From the head of state.
From the head of state. Could you have planned a coup for the 12th of December, 1997, and asked for permission to travel out of Abuja?
It was not possible.
It was not possible.
It was not possible.
Was the CNC aware of your trip from Abuja to Makodi?
My lord, without his permission, I couldn't have traveled.
You couldn't have traveled.
And without his permission, most of our details plain. There is no way I could have traveled.
So what you are saying is that you got his permission to go on the Makodi trip?
Yes, my lord.
Within the military situation, is it possible to be under surveillance and then the boss that places you under surveillance gives you permission to travel for whatever reason?
It's not possible.
You know Major Fadipe?
I know him very well.
Your chief security officer. Yeah. How would you describe him?
I would describe him as a very good officer and
loyal.
Loyal, yes.
Yeah. A man of integrity.
A man of integrity.
Would it surprise you if you hear that Major Fadipe did tell the tribunal, the General Malu tribunal, that you were involved in planning a coup in 1997?
I will be surprised to hear that. What Major Fadipe told the tribunal was that he was guilty with reasons, and he explained all the reasons during the trial.
After your arrest for the alleged coup, I'm using the word alleged, I'd like to follow you, so that we follow each other. After your arrest for the alleged coup, how long did it take from the 20th that you were arrested? How long was it thereafter before you saw the head of state?
I said it because I could remember that date clearly. I saw him on the 28th of December.
Roughly a week after your arrest?
Roughly a week after my arrest.
And where did you meet him?
I met him in his house.
In his house. You were here yesterday when Exhibit 18 was played, which is the video, your discussion with General Abacha, the CNC.
I was there.
Thank you. Is it possible to say that what we saw in that video actually took place?
I'm saying, my lord, it did not take place.
What was the plank of your discussion when you were with the head of state?
In the first instance, I did not apply to see the head of state. It was Major Mustafa who arranged it and sent Major Arugungu to come and take me, that the head of state would like to see me. And when I got there, I met the head of state seated. The time was roughly going to about 12 midnight. As I said, on the 28th of December. And when I met him, all he asked me was that, did I know that General Bamaye and Coup were coming to see him? And I said, yes. Did you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? Let Major Mustafa be manly enough to own up. Why didn't you tell me? I said, sir, in the first instance, I am sorry that I didn't tell you, but it was deliberate. Because we are not on good terms, one. Two, what they were telling me they were coming to present to you, I believe, I support them. And these are things me and him had discussed many times, and he knows my views. And if General Bama himself would be honest enough, he, General Abacha, had sent me to them individually. And this General Bama was one of the service chiefs I called to tell him that, look, this is what General Abacha asked me to find out from you.
Okay, General.
Thank you.
Yes. Between the 20th and the 28th that you saw the CNC, was there any of this alleged torture you talked of between that period before you saw the CNC?
Before I saw the CNC on the 20th, I've already been chained, hand and leg.
Now, I want a sort of clarification on this point. Because if you look at Exhibit 1, Exhibit 1, page 3, paragraph 3, down, you said Lieutenant General Bamai masterminded the alleged coup. Is that right?
Yes, my lord. Yes.
You now went further at paragraph 14 of page 4 to say that General Abacha was the person who masterminded the coup.
I didn't say masterminded.
Yes.
And then all I said, which I've explained here, was that General Abacha was the one that actually instructed or directed Bamayi to organize all this. And Bamayi himself made that statement at the tribunal. And even here, a reference has been made to it when he said in one of his statements that when he was coming to me, the head of state knew his mission. By my own submission, that can never be a coup anymore.
Now, you were in this commission when Lieutenant General Bamai was questioned about how he got to know about the bomb blast of the 13th of December 1997. Right?
Yes, my lord.
And he said he got to hear it on NTA News in the night. Am I right?
That's what it says.
Yes, that's my lord. Did he come to commiserate with you? Any day on that day?
He confirmed that in the evening of that same day, he now came to my house.
Would it
to commiserate with me. But my lord, that commiseration now, unfortunately, is what he's now referring to as a meeting between me and him.
There's another conflict, and it's a very peculiar situation. The NTA chap, Mohammed Labo, did tell us here that he was summoned to Asorok.
Yes, my lord.
And that when he met the NTA manager, he said he should go and use his discretion to bring out the news, but I should not mention your name.
Yes, my lord.
Is it then possible that Lieutenant General Bamai would have gotten that news from the NTA, like he said? Since your name was not mentioned, just
Well,
a bomb blast.
I wouldn't know, and I wouldn't speak for Jerambamai. But if he said he didn't know that anything happened and he heard it on the news, why and how did he come to my house to commiserate with me?
When Lieutenant General Bamai came to you to commiserate with you, did he tell you in any way how he got to know about the bomb blast?
My Lord, at that time I was very innocent. I never suspected Jerambamai and Lynch that he was mischievous, he was there to do anything harmful to me. We just talked generally about the bomb blast. He congratulated me for God saving my life, and so on.
During this serious period in your life, sorry to say, and thank God for everything, were you ever invited by Major Al-Mustafa?
To what, my Lord?
A sort of meeting. You saw Exhibit 19 yesterday. His discussion with Major General Adisa.
No, apart from the invitation, he extended to me that the head of state would like to see me. And he now sent Major Arugungu to come and bring me to the State House. I never had any other invitation from him.
Throughout the period, with the 4-point demand and everything, how many times can you tell this Honorable Commission you met with Lieutenant General Bamai?
Specifically, I would say 3 times. 1 in my office, 2 in my house.
And in the course of all those 3 visits, you never suspected he was carrying anything?
I never knew. I only, even I didn't even suspect his chest was swollen. But I thought maybe, I never suspected tape, because it would be the last thing I would ever imagine, that a general, a chief of army staff, will carry tape in his pocket to come and meet another general. For what? Is it position? Is it money? Is it what?
General, sir, after your release, did you get to know or to hear that video clips were played to some distinguished members of the country, showing you kneeling down, begging Major Mustafa to help you beg the late CNC?
I got to know that video clips were shown.
Were they real?
I did not see the clip that was shown. The only quarrel.
When I say are they real, I mean to the best of your knowledge, did such a thing ever take place?
They are not real, my Lord. They are not real.
I'm grateful, my Lord. Finish with you.
Stop that. Please no clapping.
We will bring you another exciting package tomorrow.